I'll start. I think it's, first of all, it's nice to not be away missing your kids for 2 weeks, because that's usually what happens when you go on a residency, which is good and bad. But I think just being able to work while giving your kids both a nice time and an insight to what you do is really important. It's something that I think they will take with them in the future, both as a memory, but also like an inspiration and something that shows them what's possible in life and what it really is to be working with the arts or the music, just, working with people and places.
Also, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have probably been able to be away for 2 weeks at this time if we couldn't bring them along.
Definitely. If you work with your partner and also with your brother, as we are in this case, we kind of run out of options when it comes to like having people take care of our kids when we're working. And when you're touring, usually it's harder to bring them. So you usually have to be very creative in how you solve that problem. But also, like, I've been alone at residencies before, which is what I referred to earlier. When you're away for a long time, you can get a lot of stuff done, but you're also away from your family for, in this case, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and that has consequences as well. So I think when you're working together with your family, it's really important to have a place to be able to change the scenery, to meet new people and get new inspiration, while also bringing your kids, while also not having to be away from them or having to solve the situation of where they're supposed to be while you're doing your job. So I think, yeah, having a place like this, maybe you don't work as efficiently when you have your kids around, but you definitely get the full amount of like inspiration and new situations that you're actually looking for with a residency. You're looking for new insight into new people, new places, and you collect that, and then I can work in the studio when I get back. It's the dog.
The dog. I had a lot of great moments. It was really nice. I mean, it's not a moment, but just the location of this place, to be able to be in the countryside with the calmness that it is, and still have so close to Paris. So you can have both, especially if you're here for a longer time. You can have these calmer days where you just stay here, and then you can go into the city and get what you need from there. And as we did, and went in and recorded Leo, drummer, which was just an amazing experience to be able to do that as well. Meeting him and getting his point of view and his rhythms and his mind in our project. He was also a very nice guy. In a very beautiful studio that we got to borrow as well. So I really enjoyed that. Then I also really enjoyed playing in the church, because for me, I have a mixed relationship with churches. I feel a little bit uncomfortable in them sometimes. But now it felt very nice to just use the beautiful building and the beautiful acoustics of it, to use that space in our own way without using it how it was intended, maybe.
Yeah, I think definitely singing in the church, and I share your mixed emotions. But just being able to, okay, this is the location. You get these circumstances that are that we can't control. It's like we come to this place, and you're like, there's a beautiful old church in the village. Do you want to play a concert there? And that's kind of, that challenges you, because then you have to think about, okay, this is the venue. What do we do with it? And we decided to not work against it, to work with it, but still try to bring our own flavor to it. And I think in that moment it created something very special. And also having the people of the village in the church listening to our music was kind of special. It's not often that you have an audience that is almost 100% people you never knew, that didn't know you before. So you have a blank page to kind of show them what you want to do.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
It's also nice, I feel like, because we've been here for 2 weeks before we played at the church, and I feel like we've been making a lot of noise in the neighborhood, like playing a lot of music outside, and it felt really nice to then show maybe like
we're good people.
Yeah, but also what we're doing, and like, I don't know,
yeah,
give a little back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of great moments, but like mostly just being able to enjoy the surroundings, the serenity. It's not usually that you get to make music in a place like this,
No.
and or just be also in a place like this.
Can I just add? It was really nice. It was really fun to because we met a friend here a couple of years ago through Anne. Victor is an artist, a painter, not a musical artist. And it was really funny to involve him in the musical show. I think it was his least favorite thing to do, to play music live. He was really against it.
And
He's never done
he
it.
explained why.
And he explained why he doesn't like it. But we had him play one note on the organ in the church.
We challenged him.
And it was beautiful. And I think he liked it. I think now maybe he...
It was a good entry level playing music live.
Yeah. He opened our eyes to art and sculptures, and I hope we opened his eyes to music.
Yeah, so when we decided to go here, we had one thing in mind, what we were gonna do here, and then that changed many times, like it always does for us, because we're constantly getting new ideas and projects, and everything's changing so quickly. So it's so hard to plan ahead. You think you're gonna do something, and then you always have to adapt to what needs to be done or what wants to be done also. So you're not pushing it. So what we've been doing in our stay here is working on we're working on the score and the soundtrack for a Swedish movie. Yeah, we've been writing, composing, and generally just trying to organize the workflow and what kind of music we want to make, and then we've set up a small studio, and we've been recording the ideas and writing a lot for that.
So it's basically me and my wife Sarah and Bill, who is my brother. We have this band together, Crying Daycare Choir. We're thinking about changing the name to ELZ.
Yeah.
Very soon, because that's our last name, and
we are changing it.
We are changing the name.
I have to stop thinking.
Yeah, we're changing the name because like a year ago we started this production, started focusing more on making music for film and TV, and we've used our last name, ELZ Productions, for those projects. But now we think there's no use in keeping them separate. But spending time together like this also brings a lot of, like, when you're working at home, you have your days just passing more or less, and you're working together, and maybe you're going to shows together or playing concerts or touring together. And I think having a long period of time together like this, where you're making breakfast together, you're cooking dinner together, you're sitting and drinking your coffee together or your wine in the night, eventually you'll start exploring things, start these conversations about bigger things. I think that's really important as well, to get away from your daily life, however interesting it might be. Our daily life is usually kind of strange as well, but changing your location and getting a new environment, new people, new insights from people also leads to you discovering and exploring what your art is about and you want it to be like. And in this project with the film as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I think in our art and the music we do, it's so much that fits inside of it. So like going here, writing music, production music, and then doing the concert, it's so natural to us, I think, because we do so much inside of music. So it was nice, like adding the concert to it, because we know that we can just pull a concert out and adapt it to the place, because we've been doing it so much, touring in Italy and touring in small and big venues, and you always have to adapt and find a way to make it work. So it's so nice to have that stability. So we knew coming here, like, we'll figure it out and we'll do it. It's a sense of
trusting the process,
and trusting that we know how to just switch between sitting and composing, and then like, oh shit, we have the concert tomorrow. Okay, we'll do only calm songs. We decided that pretty late,
Yeah.
and since we have a lot of songs to choose from, also we could just like, okay, we'll pick the 14 calmest songs that we have.
Yeah,
And
it was
then
nice to go back
and it was great. And we
explore.
started playing them, and we're like, oh, everything is still there. Like
Songs you haven't played in 10 years.
just like because
It's there. Even the lyrics. I don't even know like the lyrics of songs.
and we don't even know
we
that
recently played.
he's gonna know them when he sings them.
You never know.
Which is always a surprise.
Sarah, our third, had to leave a couple of days earlier because she's also playing drums for another Swedish artist called Maxida Mera.
Yeah. Talking about that everything fits inside of the
Yeah, I mean we do so many things, which is both. I mean it's so much fun to do a lot of different things, but it can also lead to us having difficulties matching our schedules and finding 2 weeks together. But this time we found at least 12 days together, which was a success. Go to church. If it's a concert. I think culture and music brings people together, and we should all just be better at both making it happen, but also supporting it whenever it's around. Because I think we can actually lose things that are important to us if we don't salvage it.
Yeah. Well spoken.